right now.
Welcome, all you West Coast Stockaders. Thank you for joining us today. This is our North American-wide Stockade meeting. It's our third Continental kickoff, and we're coming to you live from Stockade Post 2047 in Orchard Park, New York. Let's go Buffalo. We're up 7-0. If any of you are Rams fans out there, sorry, but the Bills are just gonna kick butt today. Tonight we're gonna have game time, post time, story circle, and stick around afterwards because we'll be taking some live phone calls after the Stockade benediction. If you're joining us through Twitch, you can feel free to send us some chats through the chat messaging down there, a couple sentences, and we'll be sure to respond. Let us know in the chat what Stockade you're from. A couple fun little facts for you to get things started. Stockade was formed in 1940 by Benjamin Jones, and Battalion was started Battalion was started in 1937 by a man named Joe Coughlin. And with that, I'll lead it into post time.
Hey guys, welcome to Wild Size. Today we'll be learning 3 different ways to catch bullfrogs. Helping me is Alec and Sam. Let's get right to it. So as I said, there's 3 ways to catch frogs. First way is with our hands. So what we're going to do is we're going to blind them with the spotlight and then just go up and grab them kind of right behind their little arms.
Alrighty guys, we're about to go ahead and enter the water. So what we're looking for is the shine of their eyes. Because we're using a spotlight to kind of blind them, we're looking around for the eyes on top of the water. So keep an eye out.
So as you can see, I'm shining him, trying to blind him. I'm going to sneak up on him with my hands.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, Sam, grab the spotlight, grab the spotlight, grab the spotlight. Our first little froggy. So the best way to hold them so they don't get away, just kind of grab them at their waist, just like that. This will be Richard the frog. So this one's a tad bit bigger, so I'm gonna go and use both hands. Increase my chances. Let's go right there. Let's go right there. Screw that. Oh, there's one right there, luckily.
Ooh, that was a close one. There's one right here.
Go for it now. Get him.
Oh.
Get him.
Yep. There's a froggy.
That. And as you can see, he's big puffed up. What do you want to name him? It's a defense mechanism. So if a snake grabs a hold of him, they puff up and then hopefully they try and make a...
Bye, Hubert.
There's one right there. One That's a chunker. Look at that. Chunker boy.
Get him, Sam.
I got him.
Nice job.
Yeah. I can't see. Call this one Fred.
Red frog.
He still has a tail.
Oh yeah. Got his little tadpole too.
Also, guys, still has his tail. It's easier. You've been an actual frog. You've been a grown man for not too long. Oh, Sam got one too. Ah, yeah. The second way is with a net. And this way is pretty easy. All you gotta do is blind him again and then scoop him up. So what we're gonna do, now that I have the net, is I'm going to try to scoop underneath them. And then if I get them into the net, I'm just gonna pin them down and make sure they don't pop out. I feel like I got a So as you can see, no, he's not dead, he's just kind of stunned.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's shocked.
What do you call him?
Got a little nub as well.
He's got a little tail. He's just started manhood as well. And the third way is with a stick. This is a more permanent way, so you only use this method if you're going to eat them.
Alrighty guys, so this last method is what we like to call the wacky stick. Now this stick is far from wacky in the comical sense. It's more of a smacky stick, a blunt force trauma stick.
This method is what you want to do when you're trying to cook up some frog legs or you're trying to kill the frog pretty much. So what you do is someone shines the light in his eyes like all the other methods, and then you just bonk it on the head really hard. There's one. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed learning 3 ways to catch bullfrogs. My name's Jack.
My name's Alec.
My name's Sam. Be nimble, be quick.
Stay wild, and we'll see you next time.
Wait, what are we doing? I don't remember this. Where did you guys go? Hey guys, welcome to Wild Tides. Today we'll be learning how to catch bullfrog tap. 3 different ways to catch them.
Mosquito on my
We're learning 3. There'll be 3 different ways we will be catching them. One is with our hands, and yeah, do that and then.
There he goes.
I think that is a cottonmouth. Oh my god!
What in the world? Is there a hole?
Oh, there is.
Oh, scary. There is also snapping turtles.
Hey guys, welcome to Wild Tides.
Today we'll be learning how to hold snapping turtles.
So, let's get right to it.
Alright guys, so when you're handling these turtles, you actually don't want to put your hand on top of it. Because these guys have really long necks. They can extend their neck all the way back and bite you. So what you want to do, like that, is you kind of want to grab their tail and then put one hand underneath on their underbelly. Just like that. You see? And this right here probably weighs like 20 pounds. Not the lightest dude. This is a common snapping turtle. There's an alligator snapping turtle, and the reason they're called alligator snapping turtles is because they have ridges on their back, little bumps or spikes. Get bit on the foot. Stop it. There we go. We're gonna go set him over here. There you go, bud. This is our second one that we caught. His head's right there. So there's his head. We're gonna try to look for his tail. Oh, look at his tail. This is cool. He has like these little dinosaur scales. Coming right towards you, Alec. Woo! Where's that other one? Oh, that's good. Nice and far away. We got a runner. Alrighty, so you see their teeth are little beaks. So what it is, it's serrated. So pretty much what these guys do, these are sit and wait predators. They'll sit on the bottom, kind of bury mud on top of them, and they'll wait for a little fish or tadpole or frog to come by. They have their little tongue out, which kind of looks like a worm. It's pink. And what they do is they wiggle it around, try to bait a fish in, and once that fish gets really close, they pop out at it. I love snapping turtles. They're like the living dinosaurs. So these guys, they're dangerous, but the worst thing is, you see those beak right there, how it has that little lip? So that whole beak is serrated. So it's kind of like scissors, but a lot more powerful. It's not powerful enough to take off your finger. We could show you later with a stick. But what it does is, once they bite onto you, they can almost lock their jaws so they can't escape. Okay, so his claws aren't as dangerous because he doesn't use those as much. He usually uses them for digging around to put the mud on top of them. But they are very sharp. All right, guys, so this stick will represent your finger, and this turtle's mouth will represent the turtle's mouth. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. There is a myth that the snapping turtle bites you, it will only let go after it thunders, but that is not true. Or else that would suck a lot if it was a very clear forecast. Oh, break this little stick up here.
Ooh,
look at that one. The funniest thing about these turtles is if you look really closely, you see his nose right there? Kind of looks like a pig. Ooh. Oh man, got it again. Right there, see that hole? So that hole is where that little worm thing comes out that they lure their prey in. He locked his jaws right there.
See you smiling.
Well guys, I hope you enjoyed learning how to hold snapping turtles.
My name's Alec.
My name's Jack.
Stay wild,
Be nimble, be quick,
and we'll see you next time.
All right, welcome back, guys. Also, special shout out to the guys up in Surrey, Canada, post 4093. Welcome, and I'm glad you guys are here all the way up in British Columbia. Next, we're gonna do game time. So, just a couple of things here. We'll read out the instructions. They'll show up on the screen in just a second. But if you want to play, if you have a phone or a tablet, you'll see a quiz icon on the side to get it started. Or on the computer, yes. And there'll be 8 questions. The winner with the most, or the Stockader with the most points after the 8 questions will win a couple cool prizes. We have a couple cool things like these tote bags and the water bottles. And we'll mail them to the winners. So without further ado, we'll play the instructions, and then we'll let our Stockade JLs lead us off with the quiz questions.
To play the quiz, you log into Twitch, and on the right-hand side, there will be an icon for Quiz Kit. Tap on that. After you tap on it, Quiz Kit will show down below. You tap on that when it's time to play the game, and the game will load. If you want to put your screen name into the game, you tap on the 3 circles, then tap on Link Identity. If you have any questions on how to do any of this, you can try to reach us in the chat during the Stockade meeting. We'll do our best to answer, but we're still figuring this out. We'll run through these instructions one more time. To play the quiz, you log into Twitch, and on the right-hand side, there will be an icon for Quiz Kit. Tap on that. After you tap on it, Quiz Kit will show down below. You tap on that when it's time to play the game, and the game will load. If you want to put your screen name into the game, you tap on the 3 circles, then tap on Link Identity. If you have any questions on how to do any of this, you can try to reach us in the chat during the Stockade meeting. We'll do our best to answer.
All right, hey guys, how's it going? I see you guys have that group in Canada that's watching, so shout out to you guys. We're gonna be starting the quiz here pretty soon. Basically, what'll happen? You'll be asked some questions, type in the answer, or you'll be able to select an answer. You don't have to type it in, and you can have a chance to win either a bag like this that has a logo on it,
or a water bottle like this one.
So, pretty soon here when the quiz gets started, me, Chris, and my friend Colin will be getting started here pretty soon. And you guys just put in the answers.
Alright, question 1. How many years have we done the Continental kickoff? 3, 4, 2, or 1?
What do you think the answer is?
I'm thinking 4.
4?
Yeah. What do you think, Chris?
Probably 2001.
Yeah, seems like
So guys, anybody put in their answer? We'll see if you get it right. See, we're just waiting for everybody to finish answering now.
Somebody got it right.
Alright, one person at least got the question correct. Yeah, this is all point based. Yeah. So you guys will get less points. If you answer later in the round, you get less points. So you should see a timer on your screen counting down. Okay, so question number 2. What year did Brigade begin? 1937, 1955, 2001, or last week?
last week seems about right.
Yeah, I would recommend putting last week as an answer if you don't want points. So, just waiting for people to put in some answers.
Alright, 1937 was the correct answer. Question 3.
Oh,
Who
zero
are
people.
the youngest boys in Stockade? Builders, sentinels, tadpoles, or cadets?
Are you a tadpole?
I am a cadet, which is also what happens to be the youngest Stockade.
Oh. I'm a tadpole. Which means I'm a tadpole.
Not really.
Remember, guys, put in the right answers. You have a chance to win a bag or a water bottle. Looks like somebody got it.
The correct
At least
answer
one
was
person got a
builders.
correct answer, which was builders. Get into the next question here shortly. All right. Question number 4. In tonight's post time, what was the first way they showed how to catch frogs? Blind them with a flashlight, sneak up on them, scare them, or chase them with a cat?
I think you said chase with the cat. That's what I heard.
I like cats.
I'm allergic to cats.
I'm not.
Well, I envy you.
That's not a good thing to envy.
It's fine.
Okay. So, waiting for people to put in their answers. Oh, what? Nobody got it correct. One person said sneak up on them. Correct answer was blind them with a flashlight. Question number 5 coming up shortly here. Colin?
The adult leaders in Stockade are called what? Rangers, sergeants, captains, or counselors? Probably not.
I don't know.
Ranger Jerry. Which one do you think it is?
Chief Ranger.
Chief
Yeah.
Ranger Jerry.
Yeah, Ranger Jerry. Which one is it? Ranger Jerry. One person got it correct. Good job. Shout out to Ranger Jerry. Question number 6 will be coming up pretty soon. All right, question number 6. What is the highest award Stockaders can earn? The Star Award, Pin Award, Trailblazer, or Observer? Are you an observer?
No, I'm a trailblazer because I get all those merits.
Oh. So you think Trailblazer... you think Trailblazer's the right answer?
No, it's probably the Pin Award.
I think it's the Star Award.
No.
I like stars.
I'm sure you do.
Okay. So. One person got it correct. Next question, number 7, you should be seeing coming up on your screen pretty soon.
The group after Stockade is a what? Battalion, tree climbers, cadets, or sentinels?
What is it?
I can't say. I'm not sure myself.
I think it might be... tree climbers.
Really?
No. Alright, we're waiting for the players here to answer. We'll see who's able to get it correct. One person said battalion. Congratulations, you got it correct. A reminder, guys, if you participate and you win, you have a chance to win a bag or a water bottle. Question number 8 should be coming up. Where is tonight's Stockade Continental kickoff coming from? Orchard Park, New York, Pittsburgh, Wheaton, or West 51st? Colin?
It's not on here, but I think it might be 63rd. That's
East
where I'm coming. I know we're in
63rd.
different locations, but
Different location. Oh. I'm pretty sure it's from Wheaton, New
Where?
York.
Wheaton where?
Wheaton, New York.
Never heard of it.
And, okay, the correct answer was Orchard Park, New York. This is where it's being broadcasted from. That was the final, or the final results are coming up soon. Contestant number 2, if you are able to send us our information, we should be able to get you a prize. We just need to know where we can mail the prize to if you would like to receive a prize. Congratulations for winning. Yeah. So at the end of the meeting, you or your mom and dad or parents or Ranger Jerry can send a message to us. We'll put a phone number up, and we'll be able to see. You can send us your information. You can either receive a bag or a water bottle. Have a good night, guys. Oh, Story Circle's coming up next, guys.
Hi there folks, my name's Tom, and I used to be a stockader just like you guys. Now I'm a big fan of the outdoors, and especially the critters that God created to inhabit them. While I love most critters, I have a particular fascination in the slimy and the scaly ones, that being reptiles and amphibians. Now I've had this passion since I was your age, or maybe even younger, but it's only grown stronger and stronger over the years. As a matter of fact, I'm searching for critters right now in the Blue Ridge Mountains, which is home to one of the most biodiverse communities of salamanders in the entire world. To kick off the year and help get you inspired to explore and invest in your own passions, I'd like to share a quick story with you about exploring nature and discovering how unique and incredible the animals are that God designed. My prayer for you this year in Stockade is that you will grow strong bonds with your brothers in Christ. Listen to and learn from your mentors and leaders who have taken their time to invest in you, and most importantly, that you have a spark ignited inside of you that sets you on fire for Christ and the passions that He has gifted you. Now come for a walk with me as I share about a rather memorable experience exploring the woods and searching for a rather cryptic yet charismatic species of salamander. Come along. Now let me set the scene a little. I told you I love animals, and as a matter of fact, I love them so much that I went to college to study wildlife and fishery sciences so that I could learn more about their biology, their ecology, and how we can best manage them here on this planet so that they're here for many generations to come. And actually, that's what we're called to do in the very first book and the very first chapter of the Bible. After God creates man, He tells them this: "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea and the birds of the heavens, and over everything that moves on the earth." So that's what I went to school to do, to learn how we could best care for and rule over these animals that God put on the planet, that He charged us with. So I went to college at Penn State University, which, if you're not familiar, is in central Pennsylvania, in a big, beautiful valley surrounded by nice, lush mountains. Perfect home for reptiles and amphibians. Now, during my time at school, I was required to take a class called herpetology. Now, herpetology sounds like a big word, but it's simply the study of reptiles and amphibians. My favorite. So part of this class, one of the assignments was to film a video about a unique species or a unique characteristic of reptile or amphibian, and we got to choose what that would be. Now, fortunately, for some, maybe not for others, it was a group project. I don't know if you guys have ever done group projects before, but they can go either way. Sometimes you end up doing all the work. Other times you can't agree with your group members about what you want to do it on or how you should best present the material that you found. But I got lucky. I had a good friend in the class and my roommate at the time. His name was Cody, and he was my partner for the group project. So I was fortunate to be paired with Cody, and we decided to do our project on a specific species of salamander that neither of us have really ever seen and didn't know a whole lot about. This species of salamander is called the spotted salamander. Spotted salamanders are mole salamanders, which means they live underground most of their lives and only come out about one time a year, and that's to lay their eggs. They come out of the ground, make their way to these vernal pools. A vernal pool is essentially a pool of water, a pond, if you will, that holds water for part of the year. Usually it doesn't have water in it all times of the year, which is important because that means there's no fish in it. Fortunately for us, it was spring, which is the time of year they come out. Usually the first warm rain of the year is when they like to venture out of the ground and come to these pools to lay their eggs. So we had to hike out, I don't know, probably 3 miles into the woods in the middle of the night in a rainstorm to these ponds. On our way out there, we found some other salamanders, not what we were looking for, some frogs, some critters out and about. So we were hopeful until we got to the ponds and we shined our flashlights into the water and we saw eyes. They were fish eyes, particularly pickerel eyes, which, if you are familiar with what pickerel are, they're a long predatory fish that has big sharp teeth, perfect for eating salamanders. So we looked around for a while, spent a couple hours out there, did not see a single spotted salamander. We think that that was probably not a very good area for them, considering the pickerel were around. So we decided we needed to seek some wisdom. I don't know if you guys have ever read the book of Proverbs in the Bible, but if so, you'll know it's all about wisdom. And there's more than a couple of verses in there telling us about how we must seek wisdom. Let me read a couple for you right now. Proverbs 15:22 says, "Without advice, plans go wrong, but with many advisors, they succeed." Proverbs 20:18 says, "Plans succeed through good counsel. Don't go to war without wise advice." Now, while we might not have been going to war, we were on a quest. So we decided to seek counsel the best way we could, which was to talk to a graduate student who actually was doing research on these spotted salamanders. We spoke with her a little bit, got a little more information, and she was willing to give us the location of where she does her research. So this is a known location of where spotted salamanders are, or have been in the past at least. They haven't been seen yet this year. So we took her information, very grateful for what she provided for us, and we waited for the next warm rainy night, and headed back out into the woods to search for these salamanders. Now this particular night, my buddy Cody, he wasn't feeling too good. He had a little cold going on and didn't really feel like going out there, but you know what? He's a trooper, and we did not want to miss these salamanders. So he sucked it up, he got up the energy, and we headed out in the woods searching for these critters. And we hiked, and we trudged, and we walked, and we looked, and we hiked more, and we were out there for hours and hours and hours, and we're not finding anything. We'd explored most of the pools that graduate student had told us about, and we still had not found anything. So there was one more pool left on the map that we wanted to get to, and before we called it a night, Cody and I started heading to that pool. As we're walking there, the ground was wet and swampy because it had been raining, and Cody's leading the way, and all of a sudden Cody takes a step and he falls through into the muck up to his waist. He walked into this big pit filled with dead leaves, decaying matter. It smelled bad, it was wet and soggy and cold. It had just looked like a pile of wet leaves on the ground, but essentially he fell into this pitfall that just took him right up to his waist, where he was practically helpless. So when I was done laughing at Cody, in a friendly way of course, because that's what friends do, I helped Cody out of the mud, but it was very fortunate that I was there for him, which is just goes to show how important it is that we have each other's backs as brothers in Christ, no matter what the situation. One of my favorite verses, again in the book of Proverbs, says, "Iron sharpens iron, and one man sharpens another." Proverbs 27:17. And that's just such a good verse to remember when thinking about how important peer-to-peer mentorship is, and having these relationships, building these strong trusts and bonds with our Christian friends and our friends that we know have similar values as ourselves. And it also really helps that you have similar interests with them as well, because then you guys can go on these adventures together and have each other's backs when things might not go as planned. If I hadn't been there that night, I think Cody would have made his way out, but it would have been a lot more miserable. So we ended up making our way back to the truck. We got him all dried off and warmed up in the warm truck, and drove ourselves back to our apartment for the night, with our heads hanging low again, defeated by the ever elusive spotted salamander. But fortunately, the story does not end there. For we were on this quest, and we were not going to quit until we found these spotted salamanders. Now, we could have changed our topic for our video. We could have done a different species. Like I said, we had seen plenty of other species at this time, but we wanted to find that majestic spotted salamanders. In our mind, it was the golden ticket.
So we did more research. We spent some time on Google Maps, which we were familiar with using Google Maps from our fishing experiences. We always find new spots to fish searching around on Google Maps. So we found these new pools. We couldn't tell for sure if they were vernal pools or if they were ponds, so we didn't know if they'd have fish in them or not. It was a gamble, but the next warm and rainy night, a few days later, we headed back out to these pools. Now, luckily for us, these pools weren't even too far of a hike in this time, as we'd gone on these crazy wild goose chases before. This time, we parked the truck along the side of the road and started walking the small trail towards the pool. It was a very rainy night. It was warm, probably in the mid to high 50s, which is a good night for these salamanders to come out. And we started walking the trail, and as we're walking, I'm leading the way, and all of a sudden Cody sticks his arm out and stops me as I'm about to put my foot down, and he says, "Look down." So I look down. Right under my foot where I'm about to step is this big black salamander with these beautiful golden yellow spots all up and down its body. It was the first spotted salamander that Cody and I had ever seen in our adult lives, and we were both thrilled to find this salamander. And that was just the start of the night. It got better and better from there. As we made our way towards the pool, we found more salamanders going towards the pool. And as we got to the pool, we had our fishing waders on so we could wade in and get some video footage of these critters. And sure enough, they were there in the hundreds, if not the thousands. Now, Cody and I spent probably 4 or 5 hours out there that night, filming these salamanders and just watching them, experiencing them, and being amazed by how cool and unique they were. How these species that you could hardly never see, you might not even know existed because they live underground, could be in such high numbers in one area just because we happened to get out there on that perfect night of the year. It could not have been any better. We've never seen that many spotted salamanders since then, and we've never had a night quite like that. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this story, that out of breath story as I hike up a mountain that's a little steeper than I intended, but I figured what better place to share that story than one of the places that homes the most salamanders in the entire world, in the Blue Ridge Mountains here. So I hope that maybe it inspired you to seek out your own passions, and if you are into reptiles and amphibians or critters of any kind, go out there and explore, see what you can find, bring your friends along, and maybe if they don't know about the Lord, maybe you can share about Jesus with them and build a strong bond like my brother Cody and I have, so that you can go on these adventures together and make memories. With all that said, hope you have a fantastic year at Stockade. I'll be praying for you guys, and always remember that the Lord will never provide you, or will never face you with a challenge that he has not already equipped you to deal with. Bye, guys.
Colin?
Welcome, guys, back to the kickoff quiz, where if you answer a question wrong, you get eliminated.
Alright, guys, we're going to be playing a game called Knockout today, which is pretty much, there will be 4 questions that pop up on the screen. If you answer question number 1 correctly, you continue to the second question. If you don't answer question 1 correctly, you're out. Continue like this. Question number 2, answer it correctly. You keep going. Answer it incorrectly, you're out. All the way up to the 4th question. If you get the 4th question correct, you win another prize. You should see Knockout coming up on your screen pretty soon, and we'll start the game. Alright, Knockout. Question number 1. What was the name of tonight's story circle with Tom? The Salamander, Frogs and Turtles, Bigfoot, Fact or Fiction, or Where's Waldo? Where is Waldo, Colin?
Probably with the salamander.
You think Waldo? Where you think he's with the salamander?
Yeah, I think he's with the salamander.
I think Waldo is Bigfoot.
No, that's fiction.
Okay,
What's the correct
the
answer?
time's up. The correct answer is the salamander. One person got it correct. They continue on to question number 2 today. We'll see that question will be coming up pretty soon. Oh, contestant number 2 is still answering. Oh, time's up. One player is remaining. So, question number 2, you'll see it on your screen. Who are the youngest boys in Stockade? Are they called builders, sentinels, tadpoles, or cadets? Remember, you guys get the question correct, and you continue on to the next question. We'll see. Are you a builder?
No. I'm a tadpole.
You're a tadpole?
Yep.
Nice.
What are
Alright,
you?
you guys put in your answers. I'm a builder and a sentinel. But either way, let's see who got it right. One person got it correct again. That one person's continuing on to the 3rd question. Congratulations. Yeah. Alright. We'll see. Now, question 3 will be coming up pretty soon. See if you continue on to question 4, which is the last question. Yeah, you'll continue on to question 3, which is the second last question. Alright, what was the first Bible verse that Tom referenced in post time? Genesis 1:28, John 3:16, Romans 3:23, or Romans 6:23? Colin?
It might be Genesis. No, never know.
I think it might be Genesis.
No, it could be Romans 3:23.
It could be.
Galapagos chapter 4, verse 27.
Oh, correct answer. Genesis 1:28. That same person got it correct. Once again, congratulations. Now, you'll continue on to the 4th question, which will be coming up. You'll see it on your screen. If you get this one right, you can also win a prize. All right. Colin, would you like to read the last question?
I'd love to. What year did Stockade begin? 1940, 1937, 1969, or last week? Might be 1940.
So, we'll see who got it correct. If you got this one correct, you'll continue on. You'll win a prize again if we get your contact information. Let's see.
I said it! I said it!
Ah, nobody won. That one person got it incorrect.
1937 is when Brigade started.
1937 is when Brigade started. 1940.
Is when
Benjamin Jones started Stockade in 1940, though.
And in 41, he merged with Brigade.
In 41, he merged with Brigade. So Stockade only started in 1940, not in 1937. Congratulations for making it that far in knockout, though. Up next, we should have... what's coming up next?
Oh, Mike does the wrap-up.
All right, we have the wrap-up with Mike. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Are we taking calls?
We're going to do the wrap-up, the benediction, and we'll take calls.
Okay. All right. Hello, everybody, again. Well, I hope you had an awesome time with our JLs there and winning the quiz. I hope whoever was playing out there had a fun time. And I just want to thank everyone for joining us today. We're just going to wrap things up by doing the benediction, and then we're going to take some calls. So feel free to call us over here. We're ready to take calls about anything. Ask us about our favorite color or how many push-ups we can do. You know, anything about our posts. We welcome it all. So with that, we'll get started with the the benediction, so let's get that going. All right, sing it with me. Lord our Savior, guiding captain, be a stalwart, wall around us. Make of us Stockaders valiant, and keep us in the name of Jesus. Make us all courageous servants. Help us grow to be like Jesus. Amen. All right, thank you for joining us, guys. Stick around if you want to give us a call, and also whoever won, make sure to stay in touch with Jim in the chat so we can send you your cool prizes there. So. All right, so hang tight. We're going to run the credits, and then we'll be back for phone calls. Thank you.
The phone number's on the screen. Oh, no, it's not. Phone number's on the screen if anybody wants to call.
Jim, we're up there.
Yeah, but the phone number's gonna update.
Okay.
I didn't want the phone number on there when I was testing it last week.
All right, Jim. Can they see us?
Yeah.
Can they?
That's what's on the screen.
But can they hear us?
Yes.
Oh, okay, guys. So, sorry about that. So we're going to be taking phone calls now. You can see the number on the screen, especially if you're the people that won, get in contact with us. We should be able to send you your prize. But anybody watching, you can call that phone number. We'll be taking phone calls from you guys. So, yeah. Colin, anything you'd like to say?
No, not much to add.
Oh. Okay, so we're just waiting to see if anybody gives us a call. The phone number is on the screen. Whatever you want to bring up on the phone call. We got to get in contact with the people that won. If you would like to somehow do that, so we can send you your prize. Hello?
Hey, is this Chris?
Yeah, this is Chris.
Hey, Chris. Long time watcher, first time caller. That was an awesome Stockade meeting you guys had. Hey, I was just wondering how many push-ups you could do.
How many push-ups that I can do?
Yeah, and I was wondering if you'd be able to show everyone at home how many you could do.
Well, that might take up a little bit too much time on the webcast, but I think I can do probably around 54 push-ups.
And plus the camera angle.
Yeah, the camera angle's kind of messed up. Probably like 54 push-ups, though.
Okay.
All right. Goodbye. All right. Yeah, 3 minutes if anybody wants to call. If you're watching by yourself and you're a kid, you can ask your parents to call. Otherwise, anybody else?
Ranger Jerry had him send us his Stockade number.
Oh, yeah. Oh. British Columbia, Canada. Hello there.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. Hello there. Hey, how are you, man? God bless you.
Good. How are you? How's it going?
Yeah, hey, you good?
I'm sorry?
I tried to put you on speaker, but
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, if you're able to send us if you're able to send us like a mailing address to this phone number via like text message, or we could probably write it down. But I don't know. We can barely hear you, so we'll see. But if you can send like a mailing address to this phone number, we'd be able to send you guys.
Give me 1 second.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Okay.
put you, Chief Ranger.
All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, this is Chief Ranger Jerry. How you doing?
Good. How's it going?
Oh, it's going good. It's going good.
Nice.
I guess the signal's not too strong, and
Oh yeah. So, do you guys enjoy the meeting?
yeah, it was pretty cool. It was very cool.
Nice. So, you guys had won a prize. So if you can.
Lots of fun at the games, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, the games were cool. So if you guys could send like a mailing address to this phone number, we could send you guys your prizes.
Can I send it it through chat, or do you, or is it
Oh yeah, you can put it in the chat. That'll be fine.
Okay, I'll put the address in the chat.
All right, thank you.
Well, I see you're relaying our questions or answers. Okay.
Yeah, so as long as we can get that, you guys can get the prizes. Hello. All right. Well, we're gonna go. So,
Bye, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Bye, guys. All right. Thank you guys for calling. Anybody else? Probably like 1 more minute where you guys could be able to call in. And yeah, anything you'd like to say. So.
Yes, it's darker.
I thought it was the camera.
Is it?
No, it's definitely lighter. That one's a darker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Must have a nicer shirt. Keep it clean.
I mean, his shirt. I guess his shirt just looks darker. Did yours?
Yeah.
Maybe just went through the wash a bunch.
I don't know. Probably.
Or it hasn't.
All right.
That's
So
possible.
we're gonna be closing the calls pretty soon. If anybody wants to send in one last phone call. But shout out to Ranger Jerry. All right. Well, that's the end of it, guys. Nobody else.
Say goodnight to all the stockaders.
Nobody else called, but good night to all you guys watching, all the stockaders. Good night to Ranger Jerry.
Good night, Ranger Jerry. Good night,
And,
Stockaders.
We'll see you guys soon.
Good night, Canada.
Yeah. Bye, guys.